Okay, I think we are ready. Good afternoon, everybody. Excited to have you here. Excited to have you joining us today. Lots of familiar faces. Well, I shouldn't say faces. Let me take that back. Lots of familiar names. Happy to see many of you spending your Wednesday, either morning or afternoon, depending on where you are with us. My name is Mark Adler, and I have the pleasure of being your host today. I'm also the Vice President of Sales here at Perfect Law, and I've been here for the past 28 years. We are excited. We are excited with what's coming, what's new, all the great things that we have in store for the future of Perfect Law, and even things that are here now. And that is what we are here to talk about. AIM 365. Before I get started, I just want to go over a couple of things real quick with everybody. I'm the only one that will be able to speak. So if you do have questions, there is a Q&A option up at the very top of Teams. So we ask you, if you do have any questions anytime throughout the presentation, please click on that. Feel free to ask questions. We do have moderators that will be able to respond back to your questions. Should we not get exact to your response before the end of today's review, please know that we will get back to you offline via an email. We don't want your question to go unanswered because every question is important. But due to the time, we may not be able to get to everybody. So we don't want to feel that anybody is left out. Just so you know, we are also recording this, so you are welcome to watch this at your own leisure. Instead of going out on the weekend, you want to hang out, watch this at night with some popcorn, by all means, we would gladly allow you to do that. Or should you want to share it with anybody else in your office who maybe could not participate today, you are more than welcome to do that. So we will make that available to everybody who is in attendance today, as well as those who maybe could not join us. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and get started. So the reason why you're here, AIM 365, our newest and latest product that is coming, that is available. I'm not going to say coming, that is available to you, and that is available to you technically now. Doesn't mean you, of course, can install it today, but basically it is a product that is available now, and I am excited. I've been excited. A lot of us have been excited to present this product to you. I am going to spend a little bit of time showing you, of course, the product, but I do want everybody to understand a couple of things. Number one, the idea of the webinar is to kind of give you a little bit of a tease of the product. So I am going to be able to show you some things. The idea of the webinar is to expose you to the product and thereafter to reach out to us and to say, hey, listen, I saw it. I love it. I want to see it more detail. Please, you will be able to do that. We will set up some individual walkthroughs with you, demos, all of those things. I don't want anybody to think this is the only time you can see it. The idea of a webinar, of course, is to show everybody in a larger group what it can do. Now, why AIM 365, right? Well, the question is, why AIM 365? What is it? What is the advantage of AIM 365 by Perfect Law? So let's talk about that real quick. Number one, browser-based. That's the new. Everybody wants to be on the browser. AIM 365 is the only legal software product in the industry right now that provides browser-based case management and document management on premises or in the cloud. You're on premises right now. You're not in the cloud. You're not sure you want to go to the cloud, but you want to offer the modern technology available, the browser interface, the browser look and feel. Great. AIM 365 will do it for you. You want to go to the cloud? You want to offer browser? No problem. AIM 365 will do it for you. No more RDP. No more VPNs are needed. What do we mean by that? No more remote desktop. You're not limited at that point to only the office computer that you set up for your home computer. It works on any device, not just computers, tablets, iOS, aka iPads, Android devices. This is available on anything that you use, a larger scale. Obviously, if you have a phone, it's going to be very tiny. But if you have your tablet, your Surface, your iPad, it works. Where is it accessible from? Anywhere. Court, your house, you're on vacation, you're at the beach, you're on the ski lifts, and you got some work to do? Great. Access it from anywhere through the browser. No need to worry about connecting. Of course, as long as you have Wi-Fi or cell service. The best part about it, no conversion. Guess what? You already use Perfect Law. Your data is already in our system. There's no conversion to AIM 365 because your data is there. It's the same program from the great company you guys are used to, Perfect Law. So there is no converting of your data to say, hey, listen, I'm using AIM desktop. I want to go to AIM365. No conversion. Your current setup works. Guys, your current setup is ready to go, meaning that we don't have to sit there and worry about we got to reconfigure security. You've got your clients, your matters, your operators, your security groups, your views. How about all those views that you may have set up in a data browser, or custom practice area screens for intellectual property, workers' comp, litigation, insurance defense? Great, all that works as well. And of course, last but not least, minimal training and implementation time. Why? You already use our software. This is not migrating to a brand new system where we start from scratch all the way at the beginning. You don't know us. We got to train you all over again from A to Z. Minimal training, implementation time, and that's the best part about it. Okay. So these are the benefits AIM365 is going to provide you. Browser, what you want, no conversion, work anywhere, computers, iPads, and transition is simple. So with that in mind, now that I've got you excited, let's take a look. So I'm going to go ahead right now, stop my sharing of my little presentation. So give me about 1 second. You're going to all see the screen just kind of jump on you. Don't worry about that. By the way, remember, feel free to ask questions once we go through things, but in about a second, you guys are all going to see your screen change and we're going to have some fun. So right now, your screen now migrated to a Windows desktop, okay? And I'm ready to start my day, whether I'm at home, court, office, vacation, wherever I might be, tablet, iPad, doesn't matter. And I bring up my browser. So I'm going to go ahead and load up my browser. In this case, I use Edge, and you could see it's a normal internet browser. If I want to watch Netflix, I want to go to watch NBC. So it's the same thing, and I have my little hot button up here, my little favorite for AIM365. So I go ahead and click on that, give it a second or so, and voila, it's ready for me to log in right from my browser. I've got my username and password. Yes, security is there. If you have questions on that, you can ask. But as soon as I sign in, I'm logging in and I'm ready to work. Give it a second or two, and here we go. Now, first thing I want to talk about is attorneys, because attorneys are the ones that work from home probably the most, okay? And statistic information is important to them. Now, remember, one of the big benefits of Perfect Law is the fact you have the all-in-one solution: billing, accounting, financial management, case management, calendar docketing, contact management, document management. So everything is encompassed into one solution, as many of you already know, because you take advantage of that with us. So you're not having your users use different systems. I'm an attorney, I'm a partner. I sit down at my desk. What is the first thing I like to know as soon as I start my day? Statistics. I want to see how my billing statistics are, my collection statistics. And as soon as I log in, I can set it up so that's immediately the first thing I see. So my eyes get excited, things are looking great for me, and I'm ready to start my day. And the nice thing is, if I'm a partner and I want to check an associate, I have the ability to do that as well, as you do right now with the desktop version of AIM. But the best thing is, all the same features and functions that you're used to in the navigational panel of AIM are here ready for you on AIM365. So, as an example, if I need to enter time, no problem. I have the ability to access my time just like I do in AIM. I can go ahead and enter all my time for the day, put it all on my timesheet, and just like in AIM, I can, of course, release this to the billing system, and billing can then have control. I have access to all of my calendar information. As many of you know, we synchronize with Microsoft Outlook. So any calendar entries, calendar docketing entries that get put into Perfect Law, or in this case, AIM365, show up in my Outlook, and of course, from Outlook back into Perfect Law. So at any point in time, I have the ability, whether, maybe I don't have my Outlook because I'm on my iPad, or I'm on somebody else's computer and my Outlook is not there. No worries. As long as I have access to the internet and a browser, I can always see my appointments, my tasks, my to-dos, my meetings, because everything is right here. And of course, you have the flexibility to see it however way you want. Do I want to see it as day, work week? Very similar to what you might be used to, again, in AIM. And that's the key thing. Remember, similarities. It's not like we go, oh my God, this is all different. No, similar. You're going to hear the similar wording, similar phrases. And that's the key thing, is the similarities between what you're used to and what AIM365 is. And that's why we talked about the minimal transition time and training. What else? What else do I have access to? Okay. Reports. Let me talk to you about one big thing right now from an attorney side of things. I mentioned to you earlier when we first came in about the time analysis, analytics. Let's talk about one new feature that many of you haven't seen before, which is what we call our BI viewer. So nowadays, the big thing, of course, and I'm not, again, the idea is just a quick tease. Remember, I'm giving you a little bit. I want you to contact us to see the more good stuff. Okay, I want to get you excited. I want to leave you in suspense. But the concept behind this is with the BI viewer, your partners, your attorneys, if they have access, can now get higher level statistics. Reports, yes, they exist. Yes, attorneys like them. They're like a safety blanket. I like paper, makes me feel good. But guess what? Nowadays, you can get everything right online. So let me just go ahead and put in a couple of little things here just for my demo. And I'm a partner. I like to find statistical information. I want to find out how the firm is performing, how our attorneys are performing. I want to see detail on clients and matters. And guess what? By utilizing the all-in-one product of Perfect Law, which includes the billing and accounting, I get that right on my screen. It's 11 o'clock at night on a Friday night. I'm the managing partner of the firm. My accounting people are at home. They're sleeping. But I like to do this. I can't sleep. It's late. I want to go in there and find some statistical information. Great. There it is. I don't have to wait till my accounting people Monday morning do all those things. Okay. I can break things out, get the detail I want. It's all right here. Documents. Guess what? You want to access your documents, full document management built into the system as well, part of AIM365. I don't have to go, oh, I've got a separate document management system, or I got to go back to the old. Nope. You want to access your documents, it's right here. A couple different ways to do so. If I want to see my documents, the documents I've been working on, it's a filter right there. You click on my documents, give it a second or so. There's the documents you've been working on. I can organize them by client, by matter. Maybe I just want the documents for the last 30 days, last week, whatever I want. But if I want to access the entire document management system, I can go up here to where it says DMS. And now if I click on DMS, now I'm in the full document management system. I've got all of my matters, my folders, just like you have an AIM that you're used to if you use DMS. Everything is here. And again, simple, easy. As long as you know, so far all I've used is a mouse. As long as I know how to use a mouse, I can click and get what I want. Let's go back real quick. Let's talk about matters, right? Cases, that's important. I need to go ahead and access my case data because that's one of the big things we use in AIM right now. I use Perfect Law. I've got my case data in there. When that client calls on the phone and speaks to the legal assistant, the paralegal, the attorney, they want to be able to have access to all that critical data. I want to know what the next appointment is. They need to ask for this document. I want to know who the opposing counsel is. Guess what? You can access it right here. Right at the very top where it says matter, it's easy. Right at the very top, go ahead and type in the name or the number. It doesn't matter. You can type in the numerical or alpha character, automatically filters it down. I click the matter I want to pull up, give it a second, and lo and behold, the matter is there. By the way, guys, I'm on the internet. This is fast, okay? This is very quick. So you can see it's, as quick as using AIM on your own servers in your own office. The very first thing it took me into, the documents. What I'm looking at here are all of the documents for the matter. Just like if I was to go to desktop AIM, these are all the matter documents. And we support the document folders, just like you may be familiar with now. I can come in here and see financial information, just like you do in AIM desktop. If you don't take advantage or use AIM at this point, guess what? There you go. Now you can. Because if an attorney says, hey, what does this client owe us? What's their AR balance? I've got all that information right here. I may not be as inclined to want to spend time talking to this firm or the client if they owe us $250,000 versus somebody who owes us, $250. So the attorneys if they have access, can see this. And the other key thing is, just like in your AIM system now, if you use AIM, you have your practice area screens, intellectual property, workers' comp, litigation, insurance, like we talked about in the very beginning. They'll all be here. So if I need to go into a patent screen with all the critical patent data, insurance, claim information, policy numbers, it's all there and it's all accessible. The other things that you can do, of course, calendars. You have your contacts, all of the matter contacts, just like in AIM right here. You have accessibility to everything. And that's the key thing. The key thing is when we developed this system, we wanted to make it very simple. We wanted to make it easy, but we also wanted to give it the features and functionality that you need. And we're excited, of course, about what's coming and what's going to continue to come within Perfect Law. So as you work, you are working the same way that you do right now. The difference is, of course, you're in a browser. And that's the best part about it. Everything that you need to access is available to you. Let's go back to my main screen, okay, kind of the main, where I was with, if I logged in for the very beginning, I've got my time. I've got expenses. Check requests. Yes, it's here as well. What's one of the nice things that some of you may take advantage of check requests right now in AIM? The attorneys being able, or legal assistants or paralegals being able to do a check request. But the best part is, just like they can attach the backup image on their Windows computer, they can do it in a browser. I'm out of the office. I'm in some other city, and I'm at the hotel, and I don't have my laptop. I'm using the computer of somebody else's computer. I got my receipt. You got it. You can attach it right here. Go out, find the image, attach it, submit it, and that check request goes to accounting, just like it does right now on the current version of the system you use. Okay, so you have a lot of that feature, the same features and functions that you're used to is here. We wouldn't be showing you this if there was less. And certainly the big thing is we're showing it to you because there's a lot more. And that's the best part about it, is that everything is accessible to you, even the production calendars. I know a lot of firms use that. A lot of you, your attorneys may use this now, where I like to go in there and see my production. Guess what? Here it is on the browser as well. Attorneys can come in here, see their production, how many hours they've got, they're missing any time, and they can even see the stage. Where is that time right now in the billing side? Because remember, even though it's in the browser, it's still sharing the same Microsoft SQL database that the billing and accounting system utilizes as Perfect Law. So it's not a completely separate database. It's all still using the same data. So when I open a client matter in billing and accounting, it's here. If I open a client matter in AIM365, it's there. It's not separate. And that goes back to what we talked about earlier about the minimal implementation, because it's not a matter of two databases, no conversion. We're not going to convert you from Perfect Law to Perfect Law. You're already on our software. And that's the best part about it, is that you're already using our system. So it's not like it's brand new. And by the way, please, 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 if you do have questions, okay, go into the Q&A. We do have people in there that are answering your questions, that are kind of moderating. So don't be shy. Don't be afraid. I know that you can't unmute yourself. If I unmuted you, there's like 85 people here. It'd be crazy, crazy chaos. So we want you to ask questions, because that's what we're here for. But again, the idea is for you from today's webinar to go back and say, hey, listen, this is very interesting to us. What do I need to do to really sit down and have a more detailed discussion about our firm? Because what I'm talking about here is general, right? I'm not talking about anybody's specific firm. And of course, there's a lot of people on here today that I happen to know. I've known you because either I sold you the system, or I've met you at a conference or a trade show, or spoken to you one way or shape or form. But the key thing is we know that everybody's firm and way you work is different. So it's important that we see how you're using AIM now to implement this type of a system for you, because we want to make sure you're taking advantage of everything you've got, everything you can use, okay? But the key thing is that all of the same features, functions that you use right now in AIM, including, by the way, and I'm just going to talk about this. I don't want to spend too much time, because again, the idea is to kind of tease you guys and give you that little exposure and keep you excited so that you want to see more. Document assembly, okay? Can I do document assembly in AIM365. And I see, Sheila, by the way, you raised your hand. Please, Sheila, if you go into the Q&A, by the way, there's ability to ask a question. You can go ahead and type your question in there, and we got people that will definitely answer your question. But the question, what I was saying was, if I'm using document assembly, I'm generating forms. We've got our merge forms in Word. Do those have to be recreated from scratch if I migrate to AIM365? Nope. Can I use AIM365 to generate document assembly forms? Using it absolutely, just like you do now on your desktop system. Okay. So everything is available to you. Going back to the document management side, your documents are all here. All your documents. Okay. If I want to go into a matter to see all the matter's documents, great. There they all are. I can preview just like I can do in AIM. I'm on my website. I'm in, some foreign country, and I need to review a document. Is document previewing there? Just like I have in AIM? There it is. Can I have version control in AIM365? There it is. All the things that you're used to are here. But guess what again? In a browser. What about searching? Can I search in Perfect Law? Whether I'm in the DMS or absolutely. For those of you who take advantage of the data browser, guess what? Your data browser is on the web. There it is. All the search views, everything that you're used to, dates, documents, contacts, notes. You can create your custom filters, do all the things that you do, and find everything you want right through the browser. And it's easy. And that's the best part about it. And again, if you already have this stuff, it's there. It's not like we're reinventing the wheel. We're starting from scratch. It's like moving. We don't want you to move to a new system. We want you to take advantage of what's available with the vendor you love, the vendor you're happy with, the vendor you work with, the relationships that you already have. We're here for you on that end. Now, there's so much more than what I'm showing you in the last little under 30 minutes, I should say. Okay, but the idea of this webinar was just to kind of give you a good insight to say, hey, listen, what does it look like? What do I see? What's different? Obviously, the big advantage, of course, is the look and feel. Guess what? Browser's modern. We're modern. Looks a lot more modern looking than desktop. No question about it because of a browser. But the key thing is, hey, I don't want to go to the cloud. I don't want to go to the cloud. I want to be on-prem. We like our servers. We're happy with Perfect Law being on premises, but I want to take advantage of using a browser-based system. Can we do that? Goes back to what I mentioned in the very beginning. Yes, and that is probably the biggest thing that you will find with Perfect Law and no other vendor. Documents, contacts, calendars, your case management, all that stuff is available in a browser, whether you're on premises, you want to stay on premises, or you go to the cloud. And that's the most important thing. There's no more of this extra terminal server, Citrix, VPN, RDP, all that stuff. Don't need it. As long as I have access to a browser, I'm ready to go. And yes, again, you go, well, what about security? All of those things, Duo and two-factor right there. Yes, obviously, please ask those questions. We'll obviously address those with you for security, but the answer to your questions are yes. I don't want anybody to think, oh, can anybody just log in freely? Of course, you have security, all the things that you will look for. But the bottom line is all the functionality and features that you're used to in desktop, AIM, time, expenses, checks, calendars, contacts, documents, reports. Obviously, some of you, I showed the new BI viewer, the higher level analytics that's now available with our product, that some of you go, oh my God, this is great. Now I don't have to print reports. My attorney doesn't call me on Sunday night. I'm with my family enjoying, some wine. He can get it himself. She can get it herself. Yes, they can. Reports. You can even have access to reports right through the browser. You want to publish and push from the back end as the back end administrators. Maybe I want to do some AR ledger reports. I want to do, billing reports and, certain things like that. Just like in AIM, where I can have the attorneys access those, they can do it through a browser. Don't have to call you guys anymore. The idea is to move away from that, paper, a lot of the paper style as possible. We all know paper's not going to go away. Listen, I've been doing this for forever, it seems nowadays, a long time. And as much as I always tell people, try to go automated, try to go paperless, they always go, oh, our attorneys like paper. Great, no problem. I understand. So, but the advantage is you do have the techie attorneys, the ones who love the technology and modern, and if they like to get their hands dirty, and they can do that here. Okay, so I hope that in the last 30 minutes that I've spent, almost a little under 30 minutes again, only because, like I said, I could go on forever. As you can tell, I'm excited, and I hope you guys are excited. I can go on for another 2 hours and really get into the nitty-gritty in detail, but that's where we want you to reach out to us. We want you to contact us because we want to spend time with you, to sit down with you, to go over how you can take advantage of this program, what it can do for you, how it can make your attorneys more efficient, how it can alleviate some of the headaches and stress of going through things when it comes down to RDP and VPN and stuff like that. So yes, and again, the best part is, like I said, all that information that you're used to is here, whether it's going back into a matter. And I'm going to do it one more time just so everybody sees, because I see we have had a couple people who came in late. So I always want to try to, help. So let's go back to the matter we had, 84779. There it is. And as I mentioned to you, all of the critical case data is here, okay? Even under the matter that some of you are familiar with, the matter ledger report. A lot of attorneys, a lot of users use that. I want to go in there and run a ledger report, get that report, print it out to my own local computer at home. Can I do that? The answer is yes, you can. It's running the report. Okay, here it comes up. Give it a second or so. There it is. It's creating the document. And there's my matter ledger report. Page 1, page 2. I can print it on my home computer. I can print it. Not a problem at all. It's right here, right through the browser. I can access reports. I don't want anybody to go, well, is it only, I can only see data? Can I get reports? Can I print them if I want? I'm at home and I'm a partner. Can I print this at home? Absolutely, 100%. It's ready for you. Okay. But the best thing is iPad. I just point that out because, listen, I use an iPad at home. I live on an iPad. I've got kids, a lot of young kids. That's one of the biggest things. The attorneys nowadays, we're out of the office. They're mobile. If they're on their iPad, can they log into AIM365? I got so excited that my tongue got in the way. AIM365 and use the system without needing to have their full computer. Who takes their computer with them on vacation? I take my iPad. Great, go for it. It's yours. You can do it. Okay. Hang on one second. Oh, when it comes to documents, by the way, yes, I do want to show one thing real quick with the document side. Let me go ahead and bring up the documents. By the way, you do have the ability, if you right click, you have a lot of the same functionality and features available to you when it comes to documents. I can email documents out if I wanted to. I can copy a document. I can move documents, all the things that you're used to. Okay, I've got all the things that you want. Yes, you can do document comparison, by the way. Okay, you can export documents. So if you go, well, in a browser, the answer is yes. I'm going to show you one cool thing. This is one really cool feature. Okay, and I want to show you this. And I've done this on a few demos already, and I want to explain it to you guys, and especially when it comes to document management. Okay, and the scenario is your attorneys are out of the office. Your attorney's somewhere, wherever. We know we can access AIM365 from anywhere, right? Court, vacation, the ski slopes, the beach, Tahiti, on a yacht, wherever they want. And the legal assistant or secretary calls the attorney and says, listen, we need you to review this document and give us your comments, your changes. And the attorney goes, well, I'm on my iPad. I don't have Office 365. I can't access the full, I don't have a full, document, word processing system. But wait, that's where AIM365 comes into play. That's where our advantages are. I can take my mouse and right click on a Word document, an Excel spreadsheet, or a PDF, and there's an option here called Edit Document. If I click on that, okay, here's what it does. Now, I don't want anybody to get confused and think this is Office. It's not. It's not Microsoft Word, Office 365. It's a built-in word editor. And the reason why I wanted to right click, and that's just, it could be on any document, right click, edit a document. It could be, like I said, Excel, doesn't matter. Here's a motion, okay, or complaint. And they said, go in there and review it. I'm reviewing, I make my changes, and I can come in here and just save it. And that's it. Guess what? It didn't download it to Office 365 Word. Why is this also something that you would want to use? Well, maybe I'm on somebody else's computer, or I'm using, my wife's on my computer and I'm using my son's computer because I got to get something done. Well, guess what? My son has a browser, so I'm not limited. Remember, RDP, you're limited. Browser, you're not. I come in here, I can edit this document. I don't have to worry about, well, it's downloading it. Is it putting it on his computer? Is it going, is it going to stay there? I don't need my son to see my Nope. I'm within the DMS product. I'm within the browser. And that's the key thing. And this is one of the really, really cool features that sets us apart from a lot of DMS systems in general. There's a lot more. Okay, I don't want to give all of the goodies away, in this call. Okay, I got to save some good stuff. But this is something that I want to show you that you can do right within the DMS, within AIM365, within the DMS feature of AIM365, I should say. Okay, and it doesn't matter if I'm in a matter. If I go into, if I go into a matter and I'm reviewing a matter's documents, same concept. Okay, you have all that same stuff available to you. So if I go into that matter and I go to the documents, I right click, I've got the stuff that we talked about. Okay, and guess what I have? Edit within, there's the editor. I can share it within DMS. I can copy it. I can email. Client says, can you send me the document? Can you email it to me? You got it. No problem. It's all there. And like I said, there's a lot more than what I'm showing you. Okay. I've spent now about 30 minutes. Okay. That's where I'm going to kind of say, I don't want to keep you guys, I know you guys are like more. And I appreciate that. I hear the excitement in your voices. Okay. And thank you very much. But I want to keep you excited. And that's where we want you to reach out to us. We want you to contact, our help desk, to coordinate and say, listen, I just saw Mark's presentation. It's really interesting. We have a lot of people in our office who have been talking about browser-based case management, document management. We're excited that Perfect Law has it. We're excited about the opportunity. We're excited that we don't have to go and deal with the nightmare of transitioning and converting to a new product and all those costs and all that stuff like that, because you don't have to do that with us. By the way, website, aim365.perfectlaw.com. Okay, I'm bringing it up on the screen. Write that address down. Please review it, share it with your friends in the firm, not with your friends outside the firm. They kind of be like, I don't know about that. It doesn't seem like I can book an airplane ticket on this website. But within the firm, your attorneys, this is where you can go and find a lot more information as well about our AIM365 product. And guess what? This is the beginning. We are so excited about what we have in store in the future of Perfect Law, browser technology, and all that goes with it. And with that in mind, I appreciate everybody's joining us today for the webinar. We try to keep it very limited on time. I know everybody's schedule is busy. I know we appreciate you taking some time of your day to join us. I hope in the roughly 30 minutes I spent showing you AIM365, knowing there's a lot more than what I did in 30 minutes to show you. There's a lot more that it can do for you and benefit you with. I hope at least I piqued your interest. I excited you with something to the point where you say, yes, I want to see more. And that's what we want. So again, helpdesk@perfectlaw.com is where you would go to request and say, hey, listen, on a client, and that's the best part. Best part, everybody on the phone, you guys are clients. We take advantage, we let you take advantage of being a client. We want to give you the benefits. We're helping you. We want to work with you. And the advantage of being a client, that's the word I wanted to use. Okay, as many of you know, by the way, doing this for 20 years, I don't follow a script. I go with the flow. I'm very natural, as many of you can know me personally. So one of the advantages of being a client is exactly that. You are a client of ours. And that makes a big difference because our clients are important to us. We want to work with you. We want to make your life better. We want to make your users' life better. And we want to make things more efficient. We want you to take advantage of the product and really benefit from what it can do for you. I appreciate everybody joining us today. For those of you who could, again, the video will be available. We will make this video available to everybody who attended. So if unfortunately there are some people who couldn't join us today, we want the ability to have them see this. And with that in mind, please, if there's any final questions, you're welcome to ask. Again, you go to the Q&A. If for whatever reason we didn't get to your question, as mentioned, one of our moderators, one of the people who were moderating will get back to you. And of course, if you do have questions that come up after today, please email helpdesk@perfectlaw.com. It will be sent to the appropriate people so that we can make sure that you get the information you need. And I hope you take advantage. We hope that you are excited about what I had to show you today. And we look forward to the continued relationship that you guys have and entrust that you've entrusted with Perfect Law. And I hope to see some of you again at a trade show. Thank you very much. And by the way, just so everybody knows, we are going to be doing a lot more of these series coming up for existing accounts. Again, this is what happens. You don't follow a script. You're going to go with the flow. Existing clients, keyword clients. So this is something that we are going to be doing going forward for the new year. We are going to be putting a lot more of these webinars together, not just on new products that we want to excite you with, but even existing to make sure you're taking advantage of things. We want to, definitely engage with our clients, make sure that you guys are aware of a lot of things that we can do that you may not know we can do. So we look forward to more webinars with you. Thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your week. I appreciate everybody taking their time today to spend with me. And again, I hope to see all of you at some point down the road at a conference, event, or of course, as a wonderful client of Perfect Law as you've been. And I bid everybody farewell and all the best. Thanks so much, everybody. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and end the meeting, and I wish everybody a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and thanks for attending.